Hey everyone, this is Ms. Moffat from across the Literverse, and I'm hauling books for you, winter style. I don't know about you, but my book acquisitions always peak in the cold weather months. I'm a Canadian gal and I like my indoor heating, so what better way to celebrate winter than by cuddling up with a blanket and a stack of books and not going anywhere near outside. So let's cut the preamble and let's get to some books. First, I got The Book Thief by Marcus Zusak in the special anniversary hardcover edition. I love The Book Thief, but I was always less than thrilled by the North American cover, especially the font. Like, what is that? I spotted this edition thanks to the kind readers of BookTube, and I am so thankful for it. I also got this book when I was supposed to be buying Christmas presents for other people, but and then Christmas hit. I got The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck by Mark Manson from my mom, which is just simply amazing. Manson's got a hilarious writing style, and this is the first time I've come across a self-help book with such colorful language. He makes some great points about how we often make the mistake of tying our successes to other people, and how often, in order to be happier, we just need to change the metrics by which we measure ourselves. I do need to reread this one. I think I'm going to take some reference notes for myself too. Then I got quite possibly the perfect gift from my brother. He got me Chill the Fuck Out, a swear word coloring book. If you're noticing a theme about swearing related books and a certain Moffat, then you're starting to learn a fair bit about my tastes. I haven't started coloring in this book yet, but I love it so much. My favorite page is probably, I don't know if you can see this. Fuck that shit. Nice work, little bro. Then I celebrated Christmas with my gents family, and they do a Secret Santa exchange, and my Santa spoiled me quite a bit. First off, I got A Natural History of Dragons by Mary Brennan, and I'm a little nervous about starting this one because I feel like I'm gonna forsake my TBR pile and just sit down and finish the series. My Santa also got me A Monster Calls by Patrick Ness, and this book is so amazing. I've even shelved it next to The Book Thief on my shelf just so I can keep all my sob-inducing books in one place. And last, my Santa got me The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. I absolutely adore this book, and I've already read it twice, and I wanted to own a copy so I could reread it again. All I need now is the hardcover edition, and I will be completed. And then I hung out with my pals Chantel and Nathan, and they are also recent Marie Kondo converts, and they gave me 2 books that they were freeing from their shelves. First off, I got Looking for Alaska by John Green from Chantel. I just recently got my gent into John Green's 100 Days YouTube project, and we decided to co-read this one just because of how often this book has been challenged or banned in the US over the last number of years. And then I got a copy of Ready Player One by Ernest Cline from Nathan. I know the movie adaptation is supposed to be coming out this year, and pretty much everyone in my literary circle has read this book at this point, so I feel like I ought to join the club. Then my gent and I took a trip to Ottawa in January, and my cousin Shauna told us about this amazing used bookstore called Book Bazaar, and I definitely picked up some books there. Well, it started that I promised my gent I'd buy a copy of Proven Guilty by Jim Butcher, which is book 8 of the Dresden Files series. I'd taken a break from Butcher's supernatural pulps, and it stressed my gent out to no end. So as a funny side note, not only did I find a copy of Proven Guilty, I found 2 from which I could pick. So I've got to get around to reading this one pretty soon. Then I bought Dragonflight and Dragon Quest by Anne McCaffrey. I've never read the Dragon Riders of Pern series, but I'd heard that there were some films in development, and I wanted to read the books before the films got released. Then I got Zen in the Art of Writing, Releasing the Creative Genius Within You by Ray Bradbury, and I will always buy anything Ray Bradbury. I might even accidentally buy the same book twice. Or was it an accident? Last, I got Elantris by Brandon Sanderson. My friend Chuck actually suggested that I start with Elantris as my first bit of Sanderson. I do know that this is a standalone fantasy novel, which is kind of a rare creature in its own right, and I believe that this was his debut as well. In any case, Chuck is one of my trusted sources for books, so I have no doubts about this one. And last month I bought Gemina, which is book 2 of the Illuminae files by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. I fell in love with Illuminae, and then I did the unthinkable. Not only did I go out and immediately buy this book, I also read it in a single weekend. I kind of don't want to wait for the 3rd book to come out. I've also bought an unusual number of ebooks recently, and that's thanks to A, joining BookBub, which is an excellent source for free and discount books, and for B, checking out Kobo's discount book section on a regular basis. I have waded into some dangerous waters, let me assure you. So far I've picked up Passing Strange by Ellen Klages, which has ignited a new love of novellas for me. I also got Simon vs. the Homo Sapiens Agenda by Becky Albertalli. I got this one for a crazy discount on the publisher's Twitter account of all places. It was going for like $2.99 or $3.99. And then I got A Darker Shade of Magic by V.E. Schwab, which is book 1 of the Shades of Magic series. I know the last book in the trilogy only recently came out, and I got this one for for like, again, $2.99 or $3.99 on Kobo, so I've been doing very well with ebooks. And then I could never resist the Siren Song of manga, so I ended up picking up the entire run of Orange by Ichigo Takano, and I actually talked about this book in my February wrap-up as well. I also picked up the last 2 volumes of Maid-sama, and I will never say no to shoujo manga with a strong female lead. And I also picked up the last 2 volumes of Monthly Girls Nozaki-kun, and I will never say no to a manga series that makes fun of shoujo tropes. So how about you? Do you tend to buy your books during a certain season, or are you a year-round buyer? If you like this video, make sure to hit the thumbs up button and feel free to subscribe for some more great book hauls. On that note, signing off.